Hi guys, Ben Fletcher here. Just want to go over a few web hosts that I recommend that you can use when you're starting your affiliate business. One thing I want to point out here is any of the websites that I recommend here, you don't have to use yourself. You are free to go and do your own independent research. If you go over to Google and you just do a quick Google search for web hosting, as you can see, you'll see a whole load of them. There are lots and lots of web hosts, so you don't need to use any of the ones that I'm recommending here. You can go in, do your own searches and go and choose one for yourself. But what I'm going to say right up front is I've used, in the last 8 years or so online, I've used some good web hosts, I've used some very bad web hosts. So really, what you're going to get here is the ones that I recommend. If you decide to go with any of the ones that I'm going to show you here right now, you're going to be okay. You'll be absolutely fine with any of these. They're solid web hosts. They're pretty inexpensive, with good support. So the first one, with that being said, the first one I want to show you here is Big Scoots, which is bigscoots.com. That's the one that you're looking at right here. To say Big Scoots. These were one of the first web hosts that I ever went with, and they're still around to this day. They are absolutely fantastic. The one thing I like about them is they own their own servers. They're not owned by a great big data center where there's hundreds of thousands of websites being bundled into this server, and that results in really poor server load times for you. They own their own. They don't oversell their service. Their support is absolutely fantastic. I've put support tickets into these guys, and I've had responses within 5 minutes to them. They're very good. Let me just go and check out what their pricing is. I think their pricing is pretty much the same as it's always been. Let's just give that a look. As you can see, the one I had was this one, this middle one, which is the 15cc plan, $8 a month. Most of you are going to be okay on the 105cc plan at $5 a month. They're very solid. If you find that your website performance, page load times isn't where you want it to be, you can always try their turbo diesel plan. So that's Big Scoots, absolutely fantastic. The second one is the web hosting company that I'm currently with right now. My website is hosted by SiteGround. I'm on this plan. One thing I will point out with SiteGround, the prices that you see here, the introductory prices, their pricing will go up after the first year. If you're just starting out, I probably wouldn't recommend these guys unless your budget stretches to that. They do have better pricing plans, like this, $5.99 a month, but you can only have one website on that. So you can get started relatively inexpensively, but they're not the cheapest out there. But they're currently who I use right now. The third one is GrowHost. GrowHost are a really good host. They're a budget hosting company. I've hosted a few affiliate websites with them. Their support is really, really good as well, which is one thing I need to point out to you is whichever web host that you choose, you have to make sure that their reputation is good and that their support is good. Like what I like to do whenever I'm going to choose a web host, I like to do a trial run with their support, just put in a support ticket to their support, just with some made up issue, and just see how quickly they respond to you. If they respond pretty quickly, then you're probably going to be safe with them. You're going to be okay with them. If they take sort of 2-3 days to reply to you, they're probably not a web host that you want to go with, because the last thing that you want is, if you've got issues with your website, your web host goes down, and you need to get in touch with them, and they're going to take 2 to 3 days to reply to you. That's not going to be any good to you. Your website's going to be off until they fix it. So, any of these three any of these three web hosts that I've just showed you, Big Scoots, SiteGround, and GrowHost, any of these three, you're going to be good with them. You're going to be safe with them. They're ones that I've used in the past. The support is good, very inexpensive, and just stick with the ones that you see. One good tip for you while we're here. If you ever want to read reviews on web hosts before you choose, this is a great resource for it. Because it's called Web Hosting Talk. Now, what Web Hosting Talk is, it's a great big forum, and these guys are all web hosting geeks, and you tend to get good and bad reviews. So obviously, when you see bad reviews, stay away from them. But the ones that I've showed you will all have really good reviews on this website. So if you did want to go to Google and you did want to choose one of your own web hosts, I recommend that you come here, read reviews on that particular company before you jump in and buy it. It will save you a lot of pain and aggravation down the line. So I hope you found this useful. Let me know how you get on. If you've got any questions, just drop me an email, ben@5am.rocks, and I'll get back to you. I'll read all my emails and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, thanks guys.